A bomb threat at Vijay's residence in Chennai whispers of his possible end, and the shadow of one of Tamil Nadu's deadliest political tragedies, the Karur stampede. All of this has left both politics and cinema shaken in the state. But how did a really meant to showcase actor turned politician Vijay's strength turn into a night of chaos and mourning? Hi, this is Khatija and you're watching Lokmat Times. In this video, I'll take you through the full story from how the Karur rally spiraled into tragedy to the heartbreaking aftermath, the compensation promises, the hospital updates, the viral videos, the political blame game, the CBI probe demand, and even the bomb threat that has pushed this already sensitive issue further into the spotlight. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Lokmat Times and press the bell icon so you never miss an important update. Let's start at the beginning. On September 27, actor-politician Vijay, who leads Tamilaga Vetri Kazhagam, had a massive rally in Karur. Thousands of supporters gathered under the hot sun waiting from noon because the party's official account had said Vijay would arrive early. But he reached the venue only around 7:30 pm. Now imagine being part of a restless crowd standing for hours without proper food or water. What happens when such a crowd grows restless? The situation becomes dangerously volatile. And that's exactly what has happened. The swelling crowd, already exhausted, suddenly surged forward in that rush. Panic spread, people fainted, and tragically a stampede broke out. By the end of the night, Tamil Nadu had witnessed one of its darkest moments. At least 41 lives lost, including women, young boys, and even a 2-year-old child. Just think about it, families who had come to cheer for their leader returned home shattered, with empty hands. And a disturbing video of the stampede has also gone viral on social media, showing the chaos as people screamed, pushed, and tried to escape. In one heartbreaking clip, a father is seen holding his lifeless child and begging for help. These images have shaken the entire nation. They are not just members in a death toll, but stories of lives cut short. Most of the victims are from Karur district itself, with others from Erode, Tirupur, Dindigul, and Salem. Hospitals in Karur were overwhelmed as dozens of injured were brought in. More than 345 doctors and nurses were pulled in from nearby district to handle the emergency. Tamil Nadu's Director of Medical Education confirmed that most patients were stable, though a few needed ventilator support. Now let's talk about the immediate response. Vijay, in an emotional note, said he was writing in unbearable pain and announced an extra gratia of Rs 20 lakh for the families of the deceased and Rs 2 lakh for the injured. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also extended Rs 2 lakh to the kin of those who lost their lives and Rs 50,000 to the injured from the PMNRF. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin announced Rs 10 lakh for each victim's family and Rs 1 lakh for those undergoing treatment. On top of this, Stalin has ordered an inquiry commission led by retired High Court Judge Aruna Jagadisan, who has already visited hospitals and said she is satisfied with the treatment being given. But here's where the politics begin. The BJP has supported TVK's demand for a CBI probe, while DMK is facing criticism over alleged crowd mismanagement. Police officials have admitted that crowd control failures played a role, pointing to the long wait, lack of food and water. The Tamil Nadu DGP also confirmed that the crowd swelled beyond capacity because Vijay arrived nearly 7 hours late. Now the question is, was this tragedy preventable? Now another controversy is about a power cut. Some attendees and TVK leaders claimed that when the lights went off just as Vijay arrived, panic spread in the dark, but the Tamil Nadu government has denied this, saying there was no official power cut, only a brief generator issue. Who is telling the truth? That's something the inquiry commission will need to uncover. Meanwhile, condolences and political visits poured in. Rahul Gandhi called both CM Stalin and Vijay personally. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman flew down to meet families. Leaders from AIA, DMK, BJP and others visited Karur. But alongside the condolences came new troubles. A bomb threat at Vijay's residence in Neelankarai. Police rushed to the spot, cordoned off the area and deployed a bomb squad with sniffer dogs. Thankfully, nothing was found, but the threat has put security on high alert. And what about the question of Vijay's accountability? CM Stalin has said that any action against Vijay will depend on the report of the inquiry commission. But politically, the pressure is mounting. Can a star-turned leader escape responsibility when lives are lost at his rally? Or should the state machinery bear the blame for poor arrangements? These are the questions echoing in Tamil Nadu today. For now, the Karur tragedy stands as one of the deadliest political stampedes in the state's history. Never before have so many people died at a party event in Tamil Nadu. As the probe unfolds, families continue to grieve and the state watches closely whether the outcome is relief, justice, or a political storm. So, what do you think? Was this purely a case of crowd mismanagement, or is there a deeper conspiracy, as TVK alleges in its complaint to the NHRC? And should Vijay himself be held accountable, or is this a collective failure? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is Khatija signing off, and you have been watching Lokmat Times. So, stay with us for more updates on this tragic story.